Hey, how you doing? This is Len Nevin with Loyalty Home Group here at eXp Realty. You may have seen myself or my business partner Jason talking about what is actually happening here in the Phoenix metro area. We absolutely love answering your questions that we get every single day about what is happening in the area, what parts of town offer what, and how far your money actually goes in different parts of the valley. Whether you're looking to make a move in 6 days or 6 months, we'd absolutely love to hear from you. If this is your first time visiting us, be sure to subscribe, ring that bell to get the latest information about what's going on in the area. Everything related to living here in Phoenix, Arizona. Real estate is included in that. So today, anyways, I wanted to give you some insight on what you can get in the $400,000 to $500,000 price range here in my town of Gilbert, Arizona. Right now, I'm standing basically a few stories on top of the parking garage where they have the charging stations here in downtown Gilbert. Best part is this one's free and may not have ability for much longer now that I mentioned that. Anyways, one of the great things about Gilbert is that we have a few different central spots to hang out for shopping and dining. Downtown Gilbert is actually, obviously one of our favorites for a lot of residents for obvious reasons. It's walkable and the restaurants offer great food and of course have a great atmosphere and great menus. I moved here personally in 2011, and when I first moved here, there was just a couple places as far as options to go. Here in downtown Gilbert, we all had to go over to the Santan Mall. Of course, the Santan Mall is still a great hotspot. They got new restaurants going in all the time as well, and that's a great place to be. So what we're going to be talking about today is a little bit about what is you get, like I said, at that $400,000 to $500,000 price range. So we're going to take a drive. We're going to go look at something that's right in that $400,000 price range, kind of at the bottom there. We're going to hit 450, and then we're going to get pretty close to 500,000. Like I said, Gilbert is great. I'm standing here in downtown Gilbert. If you look around, you can see the restaurants. You can kind of see everything that's going on down there. All these great places that just didn't exist a few years ago. So looking forward to talking to you about what you get inside the price range. Hit me up if you have any questions on any of this stuff. Let's go for a drive. All right, here we are. We are at 1708 East Joseph Way. This is the first house that we're going to be looking at today. This one is listed at 409. Believe it or not, this was the cheapest house that I could find in the $400,000 to $500,000 range. When I was doing my research this morning, I found 147 properties that were listed between the $400,000 and $500,000 price range, and so this one comes in at the very bottom. We are in the Spectrum Village at Spectrum neighborhood here. This one is really close to Santan Village. The highway is right here, so we get the 101 access. Costco's right over there. I passed that. This community is really nice because it's got basically every amenity that you can think of. They've got a community pool, all that other fun stuff, and like I said, access to everything. And so these are set up where you've got the alleys, and so what we're going to do is we're going to walk down towards the house. We're not going to go in. This one's been on the market for 148 days. Originally listed at 450, now we're down to 409. Part of the reason is we saw some delays, slowdowns at the end of the market, or at the end of the year last year. So honestly, it's priced really well with 1,564 square feet, 261 square foot, or dollars a square foot. So as you can see, what this kind of does is you got this alleyway here, or not an alleyway, but an entrance. And so the way these are designed is you've got your yards are in between the houses, and so you don't really have a backyard as much as you have a front yard. I'll bring you down here. You can see the alleyway where you parked, where all the garages are. But like I said, this is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 1,564 square feet. And so as you can see, this is where you park. So you just drive in, pull in, park, and then all of your yard and all that stuff is in the middle there. You've got the pool right over here. So behind my shoulder there, you've got the pool. So you basically, if you live here, you can just walk out and you're right at the pool, right there within minutes. And amenities, as far as community amenities, everything Gilbert, Arizona has to offer is right here. So this is a great option to get in to Gilbert if your budget is in the low 400s, because you're going to get in, you've got a 2-car garage, you've got access to a pool. So if you're bringing in kids, that's always nice to be able to put them, hey, go down by the pool, go hang out. If you're working, you've got access to the highway, so you can get wherever you're going there if you're not doing remote work. And like I said, shopping wise, you've got Santan Mall right there, you've got Costco right there, you've got Walmart right up the street. I mean, everything you need is within stone's throw from this location. So it's definitely a great option at 409. Who knows, maybe offer them 400. See if they'll take it. So yeah, that's this one here. Let's head on to the other one. All right, we're here at the second house here for the day. This one is in the Willows neighborhood in kind of like central Gilbert. Zip code here is 85295. This is a brand new listing. This one just came on the market here today, actually. So it's coming soon for a little bit. The Phoenix market is unique in that it allows us to advertise coming soon. So we can put the sign up, it says coming soon. This one's actually listed by one of our agents in our office. And what's really nice about this one is it's right across the street, as you can see, from the park and the pool. So the community pool right across the street. So this is a good spot. This one here is 1,682 square feet, 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. It's listed at 450. So this one's definitely right inside that smack dab in the middle between 400 and 500 that we were talking about. So the average price per square foot on this one is $267, so pretty reasonable, right, as far as that goes. I mean, I would say this thing is priced pretty well. What's cool about these types of homes here is you can see from the neighborhood is these are all basically front entrance, and then you park through the back, and your garages are kind of in an alleyway. So let's go back there, we'll take a quick little walk, and I'll show you what that looks like. There's a few different communities like this. Kind of the idea, and what I like about this one is if you look, you actually have space in between the houses. Some of the communities, what they did was they utilized those spaces to where you'd actually use part of your wall as your, or sorry, part of your house as your wall. So this one's nice that you get a little bit more space compared to some of the other neighborhoods like this, where you park in the back, at least on this side. The other side of the street, you actually have garage parking up front. And so how this one is set up is, as you're rolling through here, you pretty much are only allowed to park on one side of the street versus the other. But like I said, these ones here, you park in the back. So if we just roll down this way a little bit, you'll see that we've got an alleyway here and all your garage access, garbage cans, all that other stuff. The other thing I really like about this neighborhood is, as you notice, there's a lot of tree-lined streets. There's no cactus, there's no palm trees really. Yeah, here you go. You can see, got the alleyway here, and does a pretty nice job of being able to get in and get out. And it keeps the front of the houses looking really nice. But like I was saying, what's really nice about this neighborhood is you pull in here, you'd forget you're in Arizona. I mean, everybody knows we get hot here. I mean, we get hot. And having access to that pool in the summer, I mean, I'll be outside with the kids, it's 120 degrees out, we're in the pool. You could care less that it's 120 degrees out because you're in the pool. So yeah, nice little spot. Take a look down the street. Like I said, tree-lined streets. This does not look like Arizona, and you don't feel like you're in the desert, and that's kind of the idea of this one. So great price on this one. I believe this one will probably sell pretty quick. We're officially in the spring market here. It's January, and so my anticipation is that this one would probably go pretty quick. And it's priced well, it looks nice inside, so there you go. Let's take a little drive around the neighborhood. I mean, we drove in, but kind of get you driving out and we'll go from there. Okay, so we showed up here at our third house. Now this one is listed at $499. I know that that's probably a lot closer to $500 versus the $400, but I wanted to give you a good idea of what the range was between $400 and $500,000. So it's still got that 4 in there, so we're gonna go with it. This house here, and I've got my paper to make sure I know what I'm talking about here. It's listed, like I said, at $499. It's in the Val Vista Lakes community. So one thing that's cool about like the Gilbert, Arizona areas, you've got all these different master plan communities, and you've got all of these different HOAs, and so each HOA and each master plan community offers different amenities. Like, so Val Vista Lakes, we've got, I think, like 17 different neighborhoods. There's a clubhouse, there's an junior Olympic pool, there's a beach pool, there's a really cool, they call mountain, so they decorate it for Christmas. It's really set up really nice. They've got weddings there. They've got tennis courts, pickleball courts. Everything you can think of is inside of there. So one of the great things about, like I said, Gilbert, is you have all these different master plan communities. So this house here is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. It's 1,936 square feet, and it's been cleaned up. It's been renovated. It's got fresh paint on here. I'm gonna switch this around so about what I'm looking at here. So you can see the house is done up really nice. It's got really good curb appeal. Front door's been done. The inside is really nice. I'll show you some pictures here in a little bit. But it's listed at $257 a square foot. Actually a really good deal. I'm surprised this thing hasn't sold. It's been on the market for 195 days. They originally listed this thing at $575,000. Now they're down to $499,000. Just to be honest, this is a heck of a good deal. I'm surprised it's still available. I'm just being honest. But the end of the year, what we were seeing, end of 2022, is we were seeing a lot of people kind of on the fence. But now that we're in 2023, we're starting to see more people pull the trigger quicker. We've seen a bunch of our own properties go under contract in the last week. So this is a good one. It's priced well, as you can, compared to the other ones. The square footage is actually less price per square foot than those other ones. So I would definitely recommend something like this one. But this hopefully gives you a good idea of what you can get here in Gilbert, Arizona, between $400,000 and $500,000. All right, so while we're here still in Gilbert, let's take a quick drive around. Give you a quick look at the neighborhood. We were able to do the drive in, and I'll just give you a quick little tour of the neighborhood as well. So down, and like I said, here's the house again, and away we go. One thing to remember about these homes here in Gilbert, and really just the Phoenix market area, so if you're coming in from a different part of the country, you'll see block wall everywhere here. Now, I grew up in Chicago, the Midwest. We used chain link fences or wooden fences. And the chain link fence obviously was really just kind of meant to keep your dog in tow, to make sure they don't run around the neighborhood. But there was really too much privacy. Now, I actually like the privacy of these block walls. At first, it was kind of something I had to get used to, but now I just love it, right? So my kids are in the backyard, they're playing around, they're having fun, and I don't have to worry about really too much while they're back there, because like I said, they're in the block wall. And so here in this neighborhood, Val Vista Lakes, you've got the lake right over there. You've got Spinnaker Bay here. We just left Tanglewood Cove. You've got the regatta up here. And so Val Vista Lakes is really set up nice. So here, this is a gated community here. So you have I wouldn't call it a mixed use type thing, but you've got a baseball field over here on the other side, sorry. The Rose Garden, which they've got a club that works on that. But like I was saying, you've got different price points in here, right? So you can get into Val Vista Lakes in a condo in the 300s all the way up to multi-million-dollar homes that sit in here. We're sitting here on the lake, so you can see the lake here. So you can see the lake here, and then if you go over here, you got some of these other multi-million-dollar homes sitting on the lake over here. So it's a really nice setup. Gives you a lot of different options as far as affordability is concerned. So whatever your budget, you're gonna find a great community here in Gilbert, Arizona. Let's roll over here. I'm just taking you to the clubhouse real quick, and then we're done for the day. So we looked at a house at, right at that 400 mark, at the 450 mark, and then this one here close to the 500 mark, but still had a 4 in it. And so that kind of sufficed. So yeah, here's the Val Vista Lakes clubhouse. And you've got the pickleball courts right over here to the right. You've got the pro shop, which they're doing some work on the pavers and stuff like that. So they're doing some updating. This whole community was built in started in like the late 80s into the 90s. So, obviously you've got to keep some of the upkeep. And then here's the clubhouse entrance. This is the banquet hall that you can rent out. And there's a lot more amenities we can talk about here, but that's that.